welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A top 10 showdown takes center stage here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Canes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running inside, it's Morrow, turning it on. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed. Got a man. It's Horton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Morrow. Got enough for the first. Elevates over his man. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Now the pitch. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. And it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
And he tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Vaughn. He'll get it out to the 25. Bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with...
Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes him talk to the hand. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Off the play fake. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Fakes to grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Mensah. It's complete to the left. Down he goes, but for the second time on this drive, they move the sticks on fourth down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Try to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Looking for the tie with the extra point. They fake it, pitch it to the tight end. He is denied, and they will not be able to take the lead.
Texas A&M 7, Miami 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hard running there. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Texas A&M going up tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking for a big play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Going for the marker on the ground. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Mensah to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. They're working that left side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on third down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Makes the catch. It's Owens. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reed. Under fire. Can't find his man. Took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Again, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Fletcher. There he goes. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Myers on the move. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. The short hands. It's Vaughn. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up. And you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Miami. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking a pick six all the way to the house, that could really end up costing him.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Warren. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second or third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Right down the middle. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Aggies! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you you're losing.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try.
Texas A&M 20, Miami 19.
Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throwing, Mensah. Bringing the heat. Buried before he could blink.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. And we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. To throw, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Texas A&M going quickly. Defense wants to bring the heat. Reed on the play action. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Pressure coming. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
He breaks a tackle. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Hurricanes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. On the run, it's Fletcher. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Mensah. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion. You've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the dub. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Reed. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Reed. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trail.
Oh, they're faking it. He's looking for a man. And he grabs it. He wasn't even close to converting. Stopped well short of the first down. What a job by this defense. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Hit as he throws. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He'll pull it down and run. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Craver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Texas A&M going up tempo. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Looking long. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock as a defense.
He caught it! Touchdown,
just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Mensah. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us.